Salutations, Internet, and welcome back to DaWombatGaming. I'm DaWombat, and we are still playing Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne. In the last episode, we slaughtered lots of humans, finally playing as my favorite race, the Undead. In today's episode, we will continue with an interlude into Chapter 2, A Kingdom Divided. Ooh. The next evening, somewhere in the Tirisful Glades, the Banshee Sylvanas arrives at a secret meeting. Apparently I can't read. A secret meeting, yes.
Lady Sylvanas, we are pleased that you came.
How could I not? For some reason, I no longer hear the Lich King's voice in my head. My will is my own once again. You Dreadlords seem to know why.
We've discovered that the Lich King is losing his power. As it wanes, so too does his ability to command undead such as you.
And what of King Arthas? What about his powers?
Though his Runeblade Frostmourne carries powerful enchantments, Arthas's own powers will fade in time. It is inevitable.
You seek to overthrow him, and you want my help to do it.
The Legion may be defeated, but we are the Nathrazim. We'll not let some upstart human get the best of us. Arthas must fall.
The Lich Kel'Thuzad is far too loyal to betray his master. But you, on the other hand...
Hate him. I have my own reasons for seeking vengeance. Arthas murdered my people and turned me into this monstrosity. I may take part in your bloody coup, but I will do so in my own way.
So cool. She's one of my favorite characters of all time.
I, for one, do not trust her. Her heart is still elven. She will never side with us. Don't be too hasty. She has great spirit, but her hatred for Arthas will ultimately serve our cause.
Agreed. Well, if that's settled, let the festivities commence.
Festivities! That's definitely a euphemism for something like slaughter. Chapter 2, The Flight from Lordaeron. The next morning, on the palace grounds, King Arthas and his major domo, Kel'Thuzad, discuss the Lich King's dire warnings. If you don't know what a major domo is, it's basically an advisor.
Yes. With my powers drained, I can barely command my own warriors. The Lich King warned me that if I didn't reach Northrend soon, all could be lost.
Fear not, my king. Everything is being prepared for your departure. The ships are waiting at the coast, and
There's been a change of plans, King Arthas. You're not going anywhere.
assassins! It's a trap!
Oh no!
You should never have returned, human. Weakened as you are, we have assumed control over the majority of your warriors. It seems your reign was short-lived.
There are too many of them, my king. Flee! Escape from the city! I'll find my own way out and meet you in the wilderness.
All right, Lich. Good luck.
Alright, so this is another mission where you don't get a base. All you get to do is try and keep your units alive while you fight your way out of the city.
I'll make sure you suffer.
Now, one of the most interesting things about the Undead Scourge campaign is that it's actually two separate stories.
Our master Kel'Thuzad sent us to aid you. Our new skeletal mages will make short work of the rebels.
Very good. We'll need to move quickly and find any others still loyal to me. We're going to need all the support we can get.
So we follow Arthas, and then we also get to follow Sylvanas in her quest to control the undead in this region. Which which I have always found rather interesting.
Tread lightly.
Let's drop these landmines. They're not useful. We can use a scroll of protection. And it's a good idea to come in here. This isn't a necessary room, but I'm going to be showing you every nook and cranny that I can figure out how to get to in this map, because there is a lot to look at.
Finally. At last. This is more like it.
You gotta be careful, because abominations are gonna come out of these doors. Try not to lose any of your units, because you cannot rebuild them. So, if your ghoul starts to take too much damage, just go ahead and heal him with a death coil. Another interesting thing about the Scourge campaign is when you play as Arthas, your hero actually weakens over time. Instead of gaining experience, every chapter you're actually going to stop being as effective. I don't want to lose my ghoul. Well, how about you move so that you don't get attacked constantly?
No one orders me
There we go.
around.
But yeah, as I was saying, Arthas is going to slowly lose his power due to the fact that the Lich King's power is waning, and that is where he gets his power from. A good idea is to not always have Raise Dead on autocast from your Necromancers. It's probably best that you just use it on your own whenever you feel like it.
Finally.
That way they won't turn every corpse into it when you don't need it, and you won't run out of mana. Also, a very good item that you should keep with you for a long time is the Staff of Reanimation, which, as you saw, that abomination exploded because it was just a reanimated corpse fighting for me.
Speak, fool.
Whenever you can, reanimate something large, and that way it will fight for you for a short period of time, absorbing damage and the like. It is a very, very good item, to say the least. Like with this zombie master, I wouldn't mind resurrecting him, so I might just do that. Grab these gold coins. There is, in fact, a place for you. There we go, zombie master, perfect. Rune of mana means that it is safe to resurrect some bodies for skeletons. Alright, all of these guys are going to be my buddies. Let's destroy these crates and barrels, just in case there's anything inside of them. I don't think there are, but there could be. Nope, alright, let's continue.
Finally.
This is a very large map with lots of secrets, so I'm going to be spending as much time as I need to explore everything for you guys.
At last.
And what are they focusing on? Looks like they are focusing on a skeleton warrior, and that's the perfect thing for them to be focusing on, because I don't care about my skeleton warriors, because they're gonna die anyway. Grab that gold coin.
What is it now?
Now, the gold actually isn't too important, but I'm gonna try and pick up everything I can for you guys. Alright, got an abomination of my own. That is very good. Before you go anywhere over in this direction, you should go up this way. Because
no one orders me.
That is a dead end the way that we're going.
What is it now?
It is just best to go the dead end ways first.
As the shadow wills.
Let's go ahead and summon more skeletons. Well, nah, it's not.
No one.
Just make sure that none of your real units, your ghoul, your abomination, and your necromancers take too much damage. And this is just a level 1 Dreadlord. He's not one of the main ones. He's not Deathrock, despite the fact that he looks identical. Alright, grab that Rune of Mana. Delightful. Now, if you noticed, sometimes undead units just sort of come from nowhere and attack you. That is a thing that is going to happen continuously throughout this mission, so be prepared for it.
Subjects to be slaughtered by this rabble.
Then we shall stand by you till the end.
It's not too scary of a thing that can happen, but you should be prepared for it. Because it will be happening. Okay, you guys move so that the melee units can get up there. Keep our ghoul alive, don't want to lose him. Alright, he's alive. Still keep the ghoul alive, don't want to lose him. Ah, we lost him. That's the worst part about Death Coil, is it is not an instant cast, it is a projectile. Poop.
Tread lightly.
Okay, let's focus on these guys so they can't summon any more skeletons. And that's alright, you will get more units as the, as it goes on, so don't feel too bad. A Scroll of Mana versus Claws of Attack +3. Let's leave those Claws of Attack, and as you can see, more units are streaming towards us. We don't need those Claws of Attack. There's better items available, and I'd rather keep my health potions and my Scroll of Mana.
Now, Frostborn.
Rune of Healing. Go ahead and make some skeletons for us. There we go.
Now? Finally.
If you just leave them on autocast, then they're just gonna create skeletons everywhere, and it's gonna be frustrating, because they're actually just gonna get in your way.
Speak, fool.
But at the moment, the amount of skeletons we have is... It's good, because we don't have a huge army.
What is it? No, I have need of your abilities, little shade. Will you help me?
I live only to serve you, King Arthas.
Now that shade, I don't really find any use for the shades. I guess they're good for scouting, but you don't really need to scout. That's not a necessary thing.
This is more
Step on this right here, and that will, as it shows you, lift that up to get to a good item that you will want, so make sure that you get it. Destroy these crates so that you can break through to get to these Crypt Fiends to kill them.
At last.
Take Arthas. That, so that's the abomination we can get through. Perfect. Alright, Arthas, come this way, good sir. We're going to drop a potion of greater healing, because you are at full health, otherwise you could use it. Grab that boot of Quel'Tha Loss, increase your agility by 6. While Arthas is not an agility hero, he can still benefit from +6 agility. That's a good stat to have. Makes him attack faster, and makes his armor higher.
The Dreadlord's guards are stationed outside that armory. If we can fight our way past them, we could commandeer the meat wagons held inside.
And as you saw, we got 2 more ghouls over in that area, so very, very good, very useful.
At last.
And I believe that this is a direction that is not necessary to go. This is an optional quest to get some meat wagons that I actually don't find too useful. And also you get another abomination, which is the better part of going over here.
Finally,
grab the meat wagons, destroy these.
These will help us with the main gate's defenses.
Meat wagon surprise has been completed. Rune of Healing, and we will attack. These towers don't do a lot of damage. They're Nerubian towers, so they are a little different.
This is one.
Spirit towers deal piercing damage and deal a lot more, but Nerubian towers slow down the enemy, so they attack slower, and that's actually a pretty good thing to do. They also deal splash damage, so
at last. No one.
Your units will continue to be slowed. Several of them will be. If you ever are defending an undead base, it's a good idea to have 1 Nerubian towers and like 2 spirit towers in a small bunch.
Frostborn hunger.
And as you can see, heavy artillery is attacking. However, they deal splash damage to our units.
At last.
Fortunately, undead units are not affected by the plague, otherwise our units would also be being plagued right now. No, don't attack. I want the meat wagons to move up and attack.
Finally.
Yes.
The restless dead await.
There we go. Just destroy these while you can. Oh, looks like we are being attacked from over there. Luckily, we have lots of units, and these things are just lesser zombies, so not very scary. Grab the gold coins, kill Crypt Fiends. Make sure you don't lose any units, because that would be horrendous. Well, you can actually lose your meat wagons. They're not super useful anymore. I don't know if there are too many buildings left. And they're just going to become a nuisance, because they get attacked by the units that stream to attack you every once in a while. So that's rather annoying.
Speak, fool.
We'll step on this.
Hunger.
What's that do? Lowers this so that we can continue. And right here, I think, is probably a good place to end it. Yeah, we've been playing for about 15 minutes. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Click that like button if you did like it. Subscribe for more videos. I update as often as I can, and I will see you guys next time.